Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Curtis Knight, 123 Swimming Lessons, and I've got two brothers right here. And one is Big O. We got the big brother right here. Now, the way I set him up, I've had him for basically 3 years now. I don't worry about their arms being straight out because I want to focus on those kickers. That's the first thing I really want to do. And as you can see, I always have the island out there, no matter how big they get. Basically keep that out there just so they know they've got something there. Now this is the little brother, little baby E, and we're about to do a Superman slide off of the mat headed towards the steps. For his size, I want him to get used to going to those steps consistently. His kickers looking good. I'm not worried about his arms. Big O, we've got the rings out. Now I need him to start diving under the water and guiding himself through these hoops. So that way we can stay good on top of the water and we can stay good under the water. Now, I don't worry about him coming straight to me. I want him to go straight to the wall. At this age, he's too good of a swimmer, straight to the wall. Now we got baby E, and now this one, this is where we were working on his breaths. He was giving me a grind on pulling his head up and out of the water. As you can see, he's holding his breath forever. So I would have to push him a lot. So we started working on doing rolls in the water. That way he can try to get his breath. Now I want to focus right here on O's kickers right here. See, as slow motion, you see he's not pointing his toes. He's kind of kicking out. He has kind of like a little frog kick / freestyle kicks. We do work on those. I start to tie the legs together. I get like yoga bands or stretch bands, and I put their knees together and keep their legs kicking together to try to rectify that. Now we're working on jumping off and then coming straight back to the wall with little baby E. As you can see, his kicks and his toes are pointed very nicely, and we're getting back to the wall. He's grabbing the wall by himself. Absolutely perfect. Like I said in all of my videos, I've got the noodle. Now this noodle is always so good for kickers, okay? So it keeps them up on top of the water. They still can breathe. It keeps them nice and flat, but it keeps them working on getting their legs up on top of the water and pointing their toes. And at the same time, they still can put their eyes down, blow bubbles, kick as they please. As you can see, he's getting those kicks up, but we want those kicks all the way up on top of the water. He gets better and better the more and more we do it. Now, Big O, we got arms, okay? Now, his kicks, I always have had that issue with O. His kickers do a little, as you can see right here, they do a little kind of like a frog kick / kickers, but he wanted to work on his arms, so I said, let's work it. He can see how hard it is if his kickers are not perfect. We want to make sure that their kickers are perfect before we start introducing arms, but you're in their backyard. We're going to do what they're going to do. Now we're working on a big jump out, and we're not going back to the wall this time. I want E to go straight to the steps. So he's got his kick going. He's holding his breath, letting out little bits of air. I can see that. Now I'm focusing in on him, just making sure, because he always gives me a little bit of a there's a noise that he does make when I know he needs that air. Now we're going for diving. In this age, I always like to use the little gems because they like to go get treasures, and it helps with their dexterity. So going down and trying to grab those gems. Even if they miss, we try again. If not, we go straight back to the steps. Look at those kickers. I'm not worried about those arms. We make sure they can always get back to where they are. It's always about the safety and working around the pool, their pool in particular, so that they know what they can and cannot do. That is the beauty of private lessons at the home. Those are a couple of little tips for y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. It's your boy, Curtis Knight, 123 Swimming Lessons. Holla at your boy.